crazy game. You know, I toured the Southeast with Troy this year, and if you ask our people, they'd already got this game marked up, and you know, but that's not certainly the way it is. You know, only way we'll have a chance to win is play as good as we can play, not turn it over, not bust assignments or miss tackles. We're gonna have to play good, and that's the way it ought to be. You know, you got to play good. You got to get better. If you don't, you're gonna lose again. And then we got South Alabama rolling in here, who's on a streak. So get you some of that, as a fellow friend of mine used to say. There's a lot left. For that matter, other than being undefeated, you know, all our goals are still out there. You know, win the conference, go to a bowl, winning season, all the things that people talk about. You still got it. We still have a chance to accomplish all those things, but it's not going to be something that'll be handed to us, and it dang sure won't be handed to us this week.
You know, these games that are coming up are going to be a much better measure of kind of who and what we are, because I think it's been, as you mentioned, I think it's been a little bit of a difficult measure in relation to kind of who the first 4 games, who we've played, about kind of who we are, because I don't know that the Oklahoma thing again got thrown away early. Baylor's much better. As I mentioned, Grambling we're better than, and Wake Forest was such a unique game. I don't know that there's one out there that you say, okay, these are good comparisons. This is kind of normal football, and you're in a normal situation.
Perform, and that's coaches and players. Everybody that sits in this room is accountable for that. And so, as we watched the game, we sat in there. We went through all the correctables that we had to do. We went out and practiced and corrected those on the football field, and learned from it, from the experience of going out there and you know, whether it's the play itself or, you know, any sort of adjustment we needed to make from everybody involved, you know, was the key points coming out of that game. Credit to Memphis. I thought they did a very good job. I thought they prepared their players very well. I thought their schemes on the offense and the defensive side were very good, and I thought they had a very good plan for us. Felt like we had a good plan in there. We just we didn't execute it the way we needed to, and we didn't have the adjustments, you know, as you look back on there, that we could have gotten to. And so you learn from it each and every time, and the key for us now is, just like any game, we have that 24-hour rule, and we learn from what we did, win or lose, and we take it into this week's process, and we get better at that. So going into this week now, we got another test on the road. The key that I look at for our team right now is getting a chance to go out there and win on the road.
Well, obviously Tennessee's an SEC team, and have played 2 really, really good opponents the last 2 weeks. You watch them on film and you see how well coached they are, how well they get after you on defense, how aggressive they are on the offensive line. And so what I see is a really good football team, and that's played two great teams in the last 2 weeks. We just kept harping on throughout this whole time is we just got to get better fundamentally and get better at what we do. And our kids are doing that. They're going out practicing hard, and I think we've gotten better. And the thing I challenge my team with every week is, you know, every team's going to have some weaknesses. Our goal is by mid-season to delete all those weaknesses. I mean, people are going to look at us and try to find holes, and so when you look at teams that are great teams, they get better week to week, and the weaknesses they may have had in weeks 1 or 2, they don't have anymore. So that's my challenge to the team every week, just to you know, keep those weaknesses from being a problem.
As I told them, this is not about fighting and competing. It's about execution, and our kids are pounding away. You know, I told them in there that they should be disappointed, which they are, but be proud of themselves, because we're keep pounding at that rock, and we don't know when that rock is going to break, but we're going to shatter it pretty soon, and we're getting closer and closer. You know, we're knocking chips off that rock to break totally, and we almost saw the result today. Our young men, you know, with a few exception of just a few plays in the game, you know, we gave ourselves a chance to win that game there at the end, and I feel so bad for them because it didn't happen, you know. But they're devastated. But at the same time, they're committed to understanding what it takes and to continue to keep working and pounding that rock every day until it breaks. And we almost got it done. My hat's off to Jacksonville State and their program. You know, they deserve the victory. Great job on their part. But my heart goes out for our young men because, you know, we very easily could have came with a better result. And, you know, it just, they fought, down 14 in the fourth and found a way, you know. But, you know, it's our job as coaches to lead them and get them going to when they can get to a victory. And I can tell you that it is getting really, really close.